Codesign is visual autocomplete for interface design. So instead of prompting the AI to generate an entire interface at once, designers can continue working on a familiar canvas while Codesign sequentially suggests what their design could become next. So, just some context. Traditional design tools usually give designers full agency, but it requires them to do everything manually. On the other hand, prompt driven AI tools automate a lot of the design process, but it comes with a side effect of compressing the entire design process into a single text box. This reduces designer agency, especially because many visual and spatial decisions are difficult to fully express in words. Co-design explores the design space between these two approaches by bringing AI assistance directly into the canvas instead of using a traditional prompt box. Going back to the demo here, you can see that I've created a very rough interface using basic rectangles, shapes, and some meaningfully named layers. Now, when I want to let the AI co-design what the interface could look like, instead of describing the entire intended interface through a prompt, I let the canvas itself and the individual elements inside of this frame provide the context. Let's run our generation now. So when I request an AI draft, GPT-5.6 Luna operates the canvas through the Codex app server. It essentially just hooks into a harness that creates a low to mid fidelity candidate directly on the canvas without losing any of the original designs or any of the iterations. The result appears as a suggestion instead of immediately overwriting my work. I can inspect the changes, reject some of them, accept the ones that I like, or re-roll and generate another direction. All of the accepted elements remain as native editable layers that I can continue manipulate on the canvas, on the layers panel, and the properties. The AI basically just proposes a continuation, but it's ultimately the designer who decides what becomes part of the final design. AI Hi-Fi applies the same interaction, but just as at a higher level of visual fidelity. And since this is a relatively complex prototype, it does not consistently create production-ready interfaces just yet. However, the underlying human AI interaction already works across the three different levels of fidelity. So I used Codex with GPT-5.6 Soul on both high and extra high reasoning to essentially build this entire thing. Okay. I deliberately built the runtime integration around the Codex app server so I could just use an existing ChatGPT account and I don't have to connect a separate API key. Ultimately, co-design is an exploration of what tab completion could look like for interface design.